What up, YouTube? So it's been a while since I did an update video on, what I've been working on, but kind of got ahead of myself and started tackling some other things, and now I got a few things going on, and you guys have no idea what's going on. So nothing real new with the car. The last video I posted of the car had a bunch of electronic upgrades, the stereo system, headrest, fog lights to match the other lights, and TV headrest. I think that's it. A couple amps and stuff. But other than that, that's that. This is my new project, 87 Trans Am, TPI, tune port injection 5.0. And when I bought it, it was in a lot worse condition. Everywhere you see gray primer was rust. The top portions of the car were real bad. And I sanded everything down to the bare metal and primed over. I didn't seal it because the plan was to have it in the body shop, and it should have been painted already. I've had this car about a month, but I ran into a hiccup with some body parts that I needed to replace. This spoiler being one. As you can see, it's torn up pretty good. I've had a couple guys tell me they could fix it, and that may be an option that I need to go. I just don't see how they can do it. Maybe they use some kind of contact adhesive and body, get it back to the shape it's supposed to be, and body filler. I don't know, but it's cracked there and it's cracked here, and a new one of these costs around $500. So I wasn't expecting that, and I need a new front fender. As you can see, it's pushed out, and what it is it's got a dent here. I'll try to show you what's going on underneath this car. I don't know if you can see it. But somewhere up in here, yeah, right up in here where my hand is, it bottomed out, and the bolt and all for the fender got all pushed up, and it creased the fender. And my body guy said, just replace it. It's pretty cheap. And it is. It's pretty cheap, and I can buy them from used cars. But buying a used spoiler is a little bit different because they're all about the same age, and you don't really want to take an old ass spoiler off a car and try to put it back on another car, because they have these metal plates inside, and the bolts and all start to rust and rot, and usually when you take them off, they're pretty much done for, unless they've been taken care of. It had a T-top leak, and while I was sanding, I decided to seal up the leak. I had a T-top car before. I've had several, but I've had the T-top Trans Am, and I had the same leak right here. This plate behind it, there's no seal, and then inside, when the T-tops are off, it's hollow. And my last one, what was going on is water was getting between the T-top and the gap and the plate, and it was leaking inside. So I did the same thing I did with that one. I sealed across here just a little bit, and then I completely sealed the gap between both sides, and the leak's gone. So I did that. Of course, you see the 20-inch Irocs. I bought these brand new off eBay. I paid a little over $600. These are 20 by 8.5, 5 by 1 4 3/4 with a 10 millimeter offset. Positive 10, I believe. Yeah, positive 10 millimeter offset. And they fit fine. Tires are two 45 35 20s, and definitely has way more traction compared to what was on there. Interior wise, the carpets are trashed. It looks really horrible on the camera. It doesn't look that bad. I think it's the orange light. They got like little orange lights, and that makes everything look dingy. But it's not as bad as it looks in the camera. But I completely redid the seats. And front and backs. And new back speakers. Those are JBL GTO 939s. And then I put JBL 4x6s in the dash. Custom cut the bezel to fit my double din that I ordered for it. This is an Android powered double din. And if you have these cars, you know double dins aren't made to fit. But everything I buy now will be Android. I love the little features of it. You know, when it pops on, it gives you a little Pontiac logo, whatever logo you want. My one in my Toyota says Toyota. Just gives you a little touch of, you know, your own style. And I just like them. They're not very strong, but they work pretty good. You see, I got the blue Firehawk, and that's kind of gonna be my theme for the car. It's gonna be a black and blue theme. And I put these silver face gauge plates, and you take the OEM ones off, and these are wired. They have LEDs incorporated in them, and you can change them from blue to green. And of course I wanted the blue part of them. Let's see if you can see that. Kind of. I'm gonna try to cover this light. Let me just turn them on. There you go. So a lot better look. The white light that you see behind the needles, I replaced all the incandescent bulbs that were in behind the dash, or the faces. They were all incandescent bulbs with a orange like rubber condom over them to give them an orange look. And it would look a lot better. I will say this. When I did it, I had the OEM gauges in, and it looked really, really good. Very clean, and it was, you know, it just looked good. For an OEM guy, it's the way to go. Just swap out the bulbs, very easy. Use some pliers, because they got those rubber condoms, you're not gonna break them. And yeah, just pop them out and put the LED ones in. And I actually bought like a 50 pack of T10 LEDs for like $9. So I got a shitload of them just laying around. Well, anyway, if I hadn't already had these ordered and shit, they were already at my house when I was doing them. If I hadn't have had these, I would have just left the OEM. I wouldn't even have felt the need to do this. But because I had these, I was like, well, I'm not going to send them back. I like the way they look. So I kept them. You know, and this is all about, you know, making the car yours. So, you know, this is a little bit different. I like the silver face. It goes real good with the car's paint scheme right now with the blue and the silver. My plan with this car is to make it a blue and black. The interior is going to be all black with little blue accents. And the exterior is going to be, I want to say a cobalt blue, something like that. Little dark blue. When you look at it at certain angles, it's almost black. But that's my plan. Outside, I upgraded the 7x6 headlights with some projector housings, LEDs in the runners, and everything's HID now. I got HID fog lights, HID projectors. Turn off the projector bulb. right now it's a one light setup, so I don't have a high beam because the HID kit I had is low beam only. So when I turn the high beam on, the projector cuts off, which I kind of like that because then you see the accent lights in the housings. And I have them incorporated into my turn signals. So, show you these quick. When you turn the turn signals on,
get off of my scooter.
see? And just, you know, just the way I wanted to do it. Then beyond that, for the engine.
In my ear one more time.
Hey, you guys get away with that arguing around me. TPI, tune port injection, 305, cold air intake, bought off eBay. Apparently they make them for this car. Here's my HIDs. I got them in bags, zip tied nice and tight so no moisture gets inside. I'm trial and error. I've been having issues, and actually not me, but I've had a lot of people who have bought these have issues with them getting wet and, you know, going bad. And on my other Avalon, I did this with the fogs and I had no issues at all. And with this car being as old as it is, water gets all over them. Water gets all over them. So, yeah. This car did a tune-up, all NGK iridium plugs. It's got Hedman headers. The wires are super stock high temp Excels, you know, kind of made for the headers. I still think the headers should be wrapped, but I bought the car like this. The headers go from 2 to 1. Right after the collector in the 1, it's a single cap hollowed out just so I can pass inspection. And I got piping going back to a Super 44 muffler with 2 tips coming out the rear with turn downs. When I had the car, it looked like the original muffler. It didn't sound bad, but it didn't sound as loud as it should. I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything out. I want to do this liner. It was sagging real bad, and I just lost my camera my flash because battery's going dead. So we'll go ahead and start this car up. And it has no cold start injector. I couldn't show you that, but the guy took it out and plugged it. Something. It's not hooked up. Whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the TA. I got another car over there. You can't see it because my flash is off, but I'll hit the little. Yeah, that'll be for later. But still have some plans for the TA. Of course, it's gonna be black and blue on the inside. I got black carpet that I'm fixing to order, but I want to get some of the other things taken care of, some of the smaller things like the liner, get some of that engine work tightened up. I ran the codes, jumping the AB pin, and one's the throttle position sensor, and another one's for high or low, I want to say voltage or something with the MAF sensor. So get those two things taken care of and should be straight. I want to lower the car on springs. It has adjustable rear shock absorbers right now, but I do want to get some lowering springs on it and get her in the body shop, get her painted. Of course, I'll keep y'all updated on that stuff, and then I'll show you some videos of the project later. It's a new car, it's not a new project, but I will do some things to that. But it's dark, my flash don't work. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.